Hi, I'm Lisa, and up until recently, this boat was ours. We're letting it go so we can keep worldschooling with our kids, who've made it pretty clear the UK school system isn't for them. In this video, I'll walk you through everything I had to do to get the boat ready for sail, from hauling it out of the water to giving it a proper scrub down. And yes, I'll also share how much money we lost on it. So if you're in the mood for a laugh, get comfy, put the kettle on, and get ready.
So I'm just arriving into Brixham now, and I'm absolutely knackered. It's like 10 to 7. Yeah, 6 hours of driving sucks. And I'm questioning, is it really worth it? I can't actually see any double yellows here, so I'm good. But we will find out when we get an angry man knocking on the door, which I always seem to do. Let's lock the door.
I'm not going to open the door. You can talk. Are you okay?
So it's 6:45. 6:45, and I've woke up. I've got to meet my boat driver at 7:15, which feels way too early. So yeah, let's go. Get ready. I didn't sleep very well last night. Yeah, I got to sleep at 2:30. Right. Just gotta switch the gas off. Oh my god. It's the middle of night. Bloody hell. So after some problems with the parking situation at the Brixham beach, I finally made it to Marina. It's about 7:45, so the sun's just starting to come up now. Charlie seems quite chilled. He's not cross that I'm late, which is good. So I'm just going to go for a wee quickly, because you never know what's going to happen. You really never know what's going to happen. Morning. You alright?
Yeah, you?
Yeah. I've got no idea why you'd want to go so early. It feels like bedtime. Sure. But how nice is this? Maybe that's why. Maybe you get the best sunsets if you come early. So that seems to be starting okay, which is good. So here she is, looking a little bit unloved. Not been here for a while. I've got my lovely boat driver, Charlie Horton, here, who's going to drive it around for me. So how are we going to do this?
Jump on board, put your life jacket on.
Yeah.
Safety is number one.
Yeah.
And then we'll go from there.
Okay, and then we take the back ones off first.
Yeah, what I'll do is, I'll take the front line off.
Take the front line off first?
So you can do the
Oh,
back
okay.
line.
Yeah. I'll go and get my life jacket on.
Yeah.
The boat has been used as an Airbnb, and I went to check out how guests had left it.
Wow, what a mess. Look at the state of the place. Look. So here's the main bed, which is king size, or if not super king size. But it's all wet. Thinking, what's all this? Why is this so wet? I think it's the condensation from the window dripping onto it. So I'm going to need to give that a good dry out, really, once we get to Dolphin Marina. But this was all presented beautifully until my cleaner unexpectedly quit, which is really annoying. And the toilet smells. Definitely need to sort that out. Oh, it stinks in there.
I know, it will.
Horrid, horrid. Do you reckon they'll have anywhere to empty it at Dolphin?
Yeah, they will.
Well, great. I'll do that there then, before it rots. Are we off? Oh, we're off.
We think that we had the best spot in Brixham Marina. Just here on the corner, it was really good for people watching. And in case you are a little bit curious, this cost £580 a month to berth here. And that's every month of the year, including the
And
winter.
that's how he does it. Like a boss. Ah, so this is why you need waterproof trousers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. This time of the year you have to be well geared up.
Right.
It gets cold.
Yeah, isn't it?
You don't realise that.
No. So interestingly, I've just been doing a bit of drone videography,
Oh, yeah.
and that sunrise and sunset is the best time to film.
I love it.
And I've just had the harsh reality of it.
Best time of the day.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
You get all the nice yellowy orange colours from the sunrise on the drone that you don't see if you film at midday. Resident seals. Wow, how often are they there then?
All the time.
Are they? Oh,
Yeah. It's a bit smelly.
yeah. Is that what smells?
Pardon?
Is that what smells?
Yeah.
Oh, they stink.
Yeah, they do.
Quite nice though.
Oh, no, it's
Really nice.
You're in the right place and you're not.
Guess there's lots of fish around
Downwind of
here.
them, that's fine.
Yeah. Oh, how nice is this, Charlie? I can't believe I missed this all year.
Yeah.
This is lovely. Maybe that's what I need to do then, just hire you. You can just come out and take me and my friends out.
Yeah, always happy to do that.
So how fast would you say we're going now?
How fast?
Yeah.
About 4 knots.
Right.
Not very fast.
No, what's that, about 5 miles an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't it? So I've got to dry everything out, so feel free to use that.
Yeah, let's see if we can
What are you thinking?
toilet paper and you'll probably on it.
So Charlie's just gone to get the fenders in.
Hold on
Are you
again.
driving backwards?
Sorry.
He's that good.
Well,
You're that good that you can drive backwards without looking.
I can see the parameters
That's
around it.
mental. That's experience for you.
What you do.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, all right. So I need to get a bar heater,
Yeah.
or maybe a couple of them on each side of the bed.
Not too bad. No, in fact, this is nice conditions.
Yeah, this is lovely.
Yeah.
This is the sort of day that I want when I come out with my friends.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Sunrise in Dartmouth. That's why we go boating. Need anything looking at the engine when it's out the water, or the prop, or the, is it a stern drive?
Yeah, stern drive. Yeah, I would get someone to check it over.
Is that Coast Marine as well?
Yeah.
Do you think? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it's not been out for 2 years now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Get them to look at it.
After a slow, leisurely cruise towards Dolphin Marina, we passed through Dartmouth Estuary with the castle on our left. And then finally we arrived at Dolphin Marina. Dolphin Marina gave it a quick blast to get all the bits off it. It was looking pretty unloved at this point.
What about all this stuff?
All of that will get blasted up.
Will it?
Most of it will do.
And what about where it's lost the paintwork? Is that something to be worried about?
No. What
No.
they'll do is just put a re-coat it before anti-fouling it.
They'll do that.
Well, whoever you get to do the
I
job
do, yeah.
will do that.
Then Dolphin Marina towed it to its place it was going to stay for the next 3 weeks while I sorted out all of the repairs. During that time, I had the boat jet washed, including the flybridge, for £115, anti-fouled with wax, underwater primer, cut and polished at a total cost of £1,600. I had the engine serviced, which cost £800, which then led to further repairs of £2,800. Earlier on in the year, I had to have the alternator and belt replaced with Coast Marine, which cost £1,000. I also had a broken windlass for the anchor. That also cost £1,000. Then I also paid Dolphin Marina for the electric while I was there, for the motorhome and also for the boat, and that was £332. And then I also had it de-winterised by Coast Marine, which cost £65. Let's get back to putting it back in the water, shall we? And this is where I brought Paul and Hunter with me as well.
No, not now. No, they're going to put it in the water and then we're going to get on there. Yay! Yeah!
Wait, do you think I can race it?
Yeah, I reckon you probably could.
I'm gonna win.
Do you want to take this phone then?
What's it?
So overall, over 12 months, it cost £7,725 in repairs, and that is on top of the £6,000 a year that it costs to keep it at Brixham Marina. Now, there are cheaper options to keep it at the marina, but I actually wanted something that was close to the entrance because I used it for Airbnb. But as you can see from the figures and the fact that the boat was 5 hours away from me, I only got to use it once in that whole time, and it costing £14,000 a year, it was just far too much money.
It looks like massive. And when you get there, it's just so small.
What,
Tiny.
when you're inside, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you remember I said that when they take it out, they do a special paint on the underneath called anti-foul? Well, they can only anti-foul around the legs. See, there's like wooden legs there. So then when they take the wooden legs off, there's patches where they haven't anti-fouled. So now that the wooden parts have been removed, he's painting it.
I think if we sail boating and get a speedboat, we could call it Storm Force.
I love that name. Yeah, where'd you think of that one?
In fact, it's like water.
So maybe now's a good time to tell you about the financials of the boat and why I would advise you not to buy one. I purchased this boat from South Wales Marina at a cost of £40,000. Eventually, when it came to sell it, I only sold it for £30,000, and I also spent £15,000 on it. That doesn't include the £6,000 a year it costs to keep it at the marina, and it also doesn't include the £7,000 in repairs on this particular trip to take it out of the water. So if you ever do decide to buy a boat, then, well, I mean, don't really.
Can you film now? Can you film now, please?
No.
What lesson is this?
Don't know. This isn't on the curriculum. How's that? That way.
No, if I go this way.
No, you can't. It's too slippy. It's been raining. Sorry, darling.
See? I didn't slip stuff. Yeah. See? Easy.
Charlie's in charge of that. We can all rest easy now.
How's that? Yeah?
Is it the first time doing that?
This is so fun.
Do you like it? Can you see how slow he's going, Hunter? Nice and steady.
I can swim faster.
Yeah, but the trick is to go slowly.
Can I race it?
No, you can't race it. Should we say bye? Bye. Bye. Whatever. No, you can't do that while it's moving, darling. Yeah, for safety. When we're still, you can though. See that mist ball?
Are they lying?
Yeah.
Oh, they're alive.
Yeah, they're alive.
Oh, sweet. Why did
Just relaxing. As we were taking it back to Brixham Marina, we also thought we'd fill up the petrol because it was ticking on empty. We stopped off and quarter filled it with around 100 litres. And 100 litres of marine fuel costs £234. The tank itself is 400 litres, so filling it up completely costs an absolute
234
fortune.
quid. Holy moly. It's quite a lot, isn't it, Hunter? Should have bought a sailboat instead, I think.
You can buy one now if you want.
Pardon?
If you sell that boat, you might get some sail.
Maybe, but
I
I don't know how to sail, so I need to get training.
No, and you have to like climb up pretty high.
Yeah, I just have to be really strong. Well, finally a smile on his face. He says boating for him when we're doing 4 or 5 knots, but as soon as we get into dangerous waters, he's loving life. Such a boy, aren't you?
We continued round to Brixham in less than favourable conditions, but luckily Charlie is very, very chill and he was not freaking out at
Well,
all.
look, and moving it and going. I'm experiencing that more recently.
Oh, yeah. Well, we take you. Just dock in right into Brixham Marina. The parking space where it goes is like over there.
You can call me Mummy, I'm fine with Mummy.
Mummy, yeah. So, this is Charlie. Hello, Charlie.
I can confirm we did safely dock at Brixham Marina and we got the boat ready for its last season of Airbnb usage. And then eventually at the end of the summer, we finally sold it for a grand total of £30,000. A huge loss, but enough for us to continue our 12-month Worldschooling journey. We still go to Devon each year in our motorhomes, so we will still be visiting Brixham because it is a really pretty seaside town. Maybe you're watching this video because you really want to buy a boat, God knows why, or you really like Brixham Marina. I can strongly recommend Brixham Marina. They really looked after me for the 2, 3, 4 years that I was there. If you are also interested in van life as well as boat life, I can tell you that it's actually cheaper to get a ticket than to go to a local campsite. So for £30 a night, you can stay on the Breakwater Beach car park, illegally of course, and just pay the fine. You're welcome. So as you can see, we spent about £14,000 just in the last year to use a boat once, and we would much rather spend £14,000 on our children's education than on a boat that we hardly ever used. If you are interested in learning about Worldschooling and what it means, then hit subscribe and you can follow our journey. Bye!